right. We're going to get started and get into our presentation. Let Ross and Nate introduce themselves, and I thank everybody for joining.
Thank you, Amanda. Hello and welcome. My name is Ross Burnham. I'm the Senior Marketing Manager for the Distribution Products team here at Mactac North America. I've been with Mactac for 19 years, helping customers in the print community with their pressure-sensitive adhesive needs. I'd like to introduce you to Nate Gill, who will be with me in today's workshop.
Thanks, Ross. I'm Nate Gill, and I am the Marketing Manager for the Sheet products, the Sheet branded products at Mactac. And I look over the new product development, placement, and everything that is pressure sensitive with sheets.
Thank you, Nate. Let's quickly go through our agenda for today. Mactac leveraging our capabilities for the print industry, opportunities for sheet-fed pressure-sensitive media, bringing it all together in today's print equipment, offset and digital, and Mactac's standard stock offering, including Starliner and Metro, and our custom sheet offering for make-ready projects called Mac Today. We'll also have an opportunity for a question and answer session at the end of the presentation. You have the ability during the presentation to capture your question in the chat box, and we want to make sure that we get to every question that you guys might have. Again, thank you for participating in today's workshop. Mactac has been innovating the pressure-sensitive adhesive for over 60 years. We are a $350 million company with 600 employees working with printers across the industry. Our products are used in the flexographic, sheet-fed offset, and wide format digital print markets. Mactac is part of the Lintec Corporation of Japan, a $2 billion global pressure-sensitive company. These are the pressure-sensitive adhesive offerings that make up our $350 million in sales, starting with our graphic products division, which has a full offering of print media and laminates used for floor, window, wall, signage, and fleet applications. Mactac also has a long history of working with OEMs and converters in the vehicle, medical, construction, and foam fabricating industry with our industrial tapes division. The sheets business, which we're going to be talking about today, our narrow format roll media, which goes into toner fusion, inkjet, laser, and indigo digital presses, and our biggest commercial team, which is our roll label business, focusing on prime and variable information labels for the flexographic print industry. Mactac is the one-stop shop for the print community, and as I mentioned, we're focusing today's workshop on our sheet offering for offset and digital printing. Let's start with today's high demand label and decal applications in a COVID environment, starting with social distancing, basically where to stand, and wayfinding signage of where to go. So this signage can be provided and printed and applied in the field to help customers and patrons understand those areas. We're also seeing a lot of warning and safety labels and a lot of shipping and address labels on the sheet side. Also continuing with packaging, sealing labels for food service, pickup, and delivery. Direct mail is also an offering that we have utilizing a call to action element in a pressure sensitive. In this case, a peel off label used for appointment reminders or save the date. And more traditional applications of point of purchase display, magazine inserts, and product labels, allowing brand owners the opportunity for product labeling and marketing to tie their messaging all together. Let's start off with what print asset are you using? This may depend on the assets that you have access to, the number of images needed, and if the image is the same or variable. There are many ways to print a pressure-sensitive label. Sheet-fed print and construction provides a great product for a hand-applied application. Manufacturers like Mactac coat media from 52 inches to 78 inches wide. We then finish to the size needed for the equipment to be used. This includes offset, or digital equipment such as an HP Indigo or Toner Fusion and the new inkjet Sheetfed printers. Let's talk a little bit about the Sheetfed press technologies, starting with offset, which is the big dog with about 80% of the products going to this press platform. With 20,000 sheets per hour and sheet sizes up to 28 inches by 40 inches, a lot of impressions can be done quickly. With the cost of setup for the offset press, it's typical that 5,000 sheets or more is the starting point to make this option economical. But the other part, being the static image, is also key. Different OEMs that will have equipment in the offset area include Heidelberg, Komori, Mitsubishi, and Ryobi. And then we have the digital side, which is growing every year and also getting better and better as far as the print image getting closer to offset quality. In this area, it's typical that 1 sheet to 5,000 sheets are utilized through the digital process. Typical sizes of 12-inch by 18-inch sheet size or 13 by 19 are the majority, but we do have sheets that are much larger to meet the needs of equipment such as the HP 10,000 or 12,000 type press. You'll see different names in the industry for digital, which include HP Indigo, which uses an optimized sheet media, or the dry toner fusion or inkjet presses, including products from Kodak, Xerox, and Canon. We're also seeing more labels being provided using narrow format digital roll presses. Mactac has a full product offering for this type of equipment as well. Let's talk a little bit about construction basics for a pressure sensitive sheet, starting with the face, which is basically the palette that also provides functionality. There are paper and film options that you can see here on the sheet. There is also the adhesive, which is the workhorse for your application, whether it be permanent or removable, and the release liner, which is not just the cover over the adhesive, but provides functionality through the print and application process. The one thing that's nice about this is all three systems are the same for every press that we're talking about: a face stock, an adhesive, and a release liner. The Mactac difference, very simply, the investments we make in equipment and people that drive quality, starting with scores that snap easily for fast and easy hand application. Squareness of the sheet that basically helps keep the material running through the press and optimizes downtime, as well as patented non-ooze adhesive, which allows us to coat edge to edge utilizing the entire sheet. A non-ooze adhesive is also better for longer operations because you don't have to shut down to clean off gummed up blades used in finishing. Here are some questions that are needed to help select the right sheet products for your applications. Starting with, what are you adhering to? And be specific. Is it metal? Is it glass? Is it corrugate? What Sheetfed press are you wanting to use? Is it the offset, the toner fusion, the indigo, or an inkjet? What is your desired label face stock? What size does your sheet need to be? Are scores needed for your label project? We have the option to provide no scores in case you want to kiss cut the face of the sheet to give access to the decal, or do you want no scores on the back and also no print on the back, which the print shows where the scores are. We have customers that like to print both the face as well as the release liner. And any special environmental conditions that we should know about. Perhaps you're applying labels in a cold, wet environment. There might be a specific adhesive that we would recommend for that type of application. We've talked about the equipment, the applications. Now let's look at Mactac's sheet product offering, starting with Starliner, Starliner Die Cut, Metro, and Mac Today, which is our custom make ready program that we'll describe here shortly. All of these products are available to the print community through our local stocking paper merchant partners. We will start with Starliner, which is Mactac's premium product offering, providing the fullest product selection available. The Starliner line has been in place for over 40 years, and we still see many specifications that pull this material through the print community. The options include paper faces, fluorescence, color, opaque, non-paper, specialty, Teslin, film, vinyl, polypropylene, foil, name badge, the whole gambit. We also have a lineup of die-cut sheets, which we'll talk about here in a second. Starliner Label has a complete line of pre-die-cut pressure-sensitive label sheets for the print community. These sheets are typically 8.5 by 11, but can be made larger. If we don't have a custom sheet or a sheet in a box that you need, we also have the ability from our library of hundreds of existing dies to create something for you. And if we don't have the die that you need, we have the ability to create one in two working weeks. Typically, sheets 12 by 18 and 13 by 19 are available for the larger toner fusion and HB Indigo presses. Standard stock in a box or custom for your specific die cut needs. Now let's talk about direct mail advertising. Mactac introduced a product called MacMail. MacMail is a pressure-sensitive construction that can be printed on both sides and kiss cut for that specific call to action feature. MacMail has been approved by the United States Postal Service and Canada Post and certified for automation compatibility. MacMail offers a unique twist on everyday direct mail advertising. Mactac's Metro line offers a great group of A items for many applications, whether it be offset or digital presses. Metro is our most competitively priced offering to help you win in today's marketplace. Mactac also has a custom sheet program called Mac Today. Mac Today utilizes hanging stock of roll material that is sheeted to your specific job need in 2 working days. This is done in our Columbus, Indiana facility, which is where the material is coated and sheeted. We have a broad range of products available and have some minimums that are very, very attractive, meaning that we go down to 1.5 million square inches, which on a 26 by 40 folio size sheet would be 1,500 sheets minimum, or a half pallet, and can go up to 28,000 sheets or 10 pallets in 2 working days. For the digital side, an example would be a 13 by 19 sheet. A minimum would be 6,000 sheets for this program. The Mac Today program has been very, very good for our customers and has been growing double-digit for many years. This also provides you with make-ready sheets that can be delivered right to the press, eliminating the need to unbox cartons, which lowers labor costs. Some additional resources to consider is that we have swatch books for our Starliner line material, as well as our Metro line, and our Mac Today sell sheet lets you know what we have in hanging stock in the facility in Columbus. We also have quite a few resources on our website, including product performance guides, our online EPUB application product selector, and samples on request for Starliner and Metro sheets. And what we think is one of our greatest resources available to you is Mactac's dedicated inside and outside sales force, here to help you with sheet, graphic, and bonding tape applications, and work with local stocking merchants to help you with your project. We look forward to working with you, and how can Mactac help you in growing your printing business? And with that, we're going to open it up to questions.
All right, Ross, thank you. Feel free to take a moment to enter any questions you might have in the chat box, and we will address them as they come in. In the meantime, one of the frequent questions that I see is around removable adhesives. removable, ultra removable, repositionable. In my opinion, I see repositionable as a label that needs to be applied for a certain length of time, then removed, and then applied again. And this takes a unique technology in the adhesive to make that work. We can certainly do it. One of the questions that you would want to be asking the user of this label is, what are they applying it to, and how long do they need to be repositionable? That will help us engineer the right formulation for you. Ultra removable, I see as almost the best analogy would be a Post-it note. It's an adhesive that is very light, very easy to remove. It's going to remove cleanly, no residue left behind. The standard removable that we have is also going to be cleanly removable and will take a little bit more force to remove it from the substrate, but that is more of a general purpose adhesive. Based on what you need, we can tailor the adhesive to your needs, but our standard offering is the everyday is our removable, which will give us the opportunity to either quote stock for you that we can ship out the same day, or through our Mac Today program in 2 days. Another question that we've been seeing is, what are the labeling opportunities for COVID? As you've probably seen now, that the retail business has most of their labeling applications already established. There's still going to be more out there. I see plexiglass everywhere I'm going right now, so I'm thinking that every inch of plexiglass out there is an opportunity for advertising beyond COVID. So manufacturers a product at the grocery store probably going to be jumping on that, using every available space to advertise their product. So I would keep a lookout for that. The hospitality with this summer vacation season coming up is, I think, going to be the next hot button. Maybe some of you have seen some of the bids out there for the top hotel chains. They have some pretty aggressive plans beyond just labeling for cleaning and taking care of their facilities to encourage guests to come in. So anything in the hospitality industry is going to be, I see, the next big thing. From there, it's going to be fall. The schools are going to need to be set up just like grocery stores or any other retail store. The children are going to need to know how, and reminded often, how far to stay away. Example, the bus lines, keeping your distance there, making sure that you label opportunities for the top of a student's desk is going to probably be something. All these applications have a tendency to be unique, but the big questions are going to be, how durable does it need to be, and is it going down on a permanent or a removable state? Are they going to need to take it up eventually? For example, on the plexiglass at the retail level, if the retailers are looking to advertise on that, they might not want the same thing up every day. So a vinyl with an ultra removable adhesive would probably be preferred, leaving no residue behind. So the cashier or stock person is able to cleanly remove that, slap up a new advertisement, and move on. If it's something that's going to be more permanent, you can go with more cost-effective solution of just I would probably recommend a semi-gloss permanent paper. Very cost-effective, but it is going to stay there.
Hey, Nate, it's Ross. A quick question. We do have products for the digital Sheetfed that work both on the Indigo and the Toner Fusion, correct?
Yes, that is correct. we're seeing a lot of activity with the Metro Digital vinyls. They are dual purpose, meaning they can be used in the toner fusion and in HB Indigo press. And there's been a lot of applications where our customers or the retailers are looking to actually use that instead of a standard wide format label product for applying to floors. I would recommend more of a removable adhesive for that over an ultra removable, because from what I said earlier, the ultra removable might be a little too light for everyday floor traffic. The key thing though with that Metro Digital vinyl is that we have to protect the top, so it's going to need a over laminate on it, preferably something that's going to prevent the customer from slipping and cover your customer with any liability around that.
And Mactac does offer a full line of textured over laminates for those applications. So working with your local Mactac salesperson to make the right recommendation in regards to the durability is what we're here to help you with.
Moreover, I appreciate everybody taking the time to join us today. I understand most of you are not selling pressure sensitive every day, and there's different levels within this audience of experience with pressure sensitive products. So one of my key takeaways with this presentation is really back on slide 22, the map that has all of our contacts. That's all we do, is pressure sensitive. So understanding the basic questions that Ross presented earlier will help get the foot in the door, but we have the resources here to help you secure the business. We all know that, I mean, Printing United is posting that sales are down from mid-March to mid-April. We're down 53.7% in our market, in the print market sales. I mean, I think these are the times where you really can bank on us to help you secure that piece of business and lock it up. My favorite word is repeat. There's a lot of repeat business, but there's also a lot of simple one and done opportunities out there too. Either way, the people on that screen right now are sitting, waiting to have these conversations with you.
Well said, Nate, and just wanted to say thank you again to everybody on the presentation that's here with us. Are there any other questions, Nate?
One question just came in. As a general rule, which way do the scores run on a sheeted product? We like to run the scores along the length at 1 1/4 inches apart, the length of the sheet. So 8.5 by 11 would be 11 inches long down the length of it. And that's it for questions, Ross.
Okay, very good. Well, again, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. This presentation will be made available to the folks that have registered for it, and we will be sending it out no later than Monday. Have a great weekend, and thank you.